Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. And thank you for joining me for another office hours training. I am Crystal L. Gunn, your financial strategist. Part of my job as that strategist, be it on a personal side or a business side, is to help you heal, read, and redefine your personal financial relationship and then your business financial relationship so that it works for you, right? I also help you to have some aha moments, some self-discovery moments, and helping you see what no longer serves you so that you can release all of that madness in order to soar. All that helps with the breakthroughs. That's where you start to shift. That's where the magic happens, in that shift, be it on your personal or on your business side. And so October is Financial Planning Awareness Month. And so continuing on this month, going through some things that are essential in building your financial plan. And today it's all about financial checkups. What are they, why they are important, and why you need to schedule one. So just like health checkups, a regular financial checkup ensures that your financial life is on track. Reviewing your finances periodically helps you to stay aligned with your goals and make some necessary adjustments before issues arise. Oftentimes we seek help because there's a fire, right? And that financial checkup keeps you on point so that when the fire arises, it doesn't throw everything off, right? It helps you to make sure that you are reaching your goals, staying on track. So think of that checkup just like a health checkup, right? Crucial to make sure everything is functioning as it should. So regular financial reviews help identify areas that need attention. Because remember, sometimes you can't see the areas that need attention. It also helps you to track your progress and ensure that you're moving closer to your financial goals. Sometimes you have to adjust your financial goals, but if you're never looking at your finances, how do you know? So what is a financial checkup? It's a review of your income, expenses, savings, debt, investments, goals, fires, right? And it helps to track progress towards your short and long-term goals. And again, the reason that I keep, and you'll hear me say it throughout today's talk, I talk about those fires because a lot of times we are putting out fires. So while we're focused and putting out this fire over here, we're not looking and seeing that this room is not 4-alarm, but it's burning, right? Because you're focused on this 4-alarm fire. And so regular checkups are important to catch financial problems, overspending, increasing debt. Your budget isn't really working, right? That financial system of success isn't working. So it helps to catch any of those financial problems. And it also helps to adjust that financial system of success or savings goals based on life changes. So you may get a new job. Now you make more money. Well, guess what? That new money needs to be assigned a job. Okay. And you may have new goals because now you have this new job and you have more money. So then we're also going to look at those goals, right? You may have gotten married, you may have had a baby, or your child wants to get married, or there's an illness with you, your spouse, or one of your children, a serious illness. So doing that financial checkup, because again, we can't always recognize the best way to do something when we're in the middle of a fire, or that fire could be a good thing. Somebody may say, a marriage might, your child wanting to get married, where it's a good thing. It's still something that's hot. It's still a fire. And if you didn't plan for it, right? Okay, well, oh my God, now we got to come up with this money. So that checkup can help you with doing that. And it also helps to ensure that your investments still align with your financial objectives and your risk tolerance. Risk tolerance might change, the older you get, right? So how often should you do a financial checkup? Quarterly or annually is ideal, right? I say if you're new to this, meaning you're new to just being hands on and looking and monitoring and being intentional with your finances. If you're new to that, then quarterly for a while is where you need to be. If you've been doing that for a while, annually and maybe semi annually, right? And also before you make a major decision, right? So you may have done a checkup 3 months ago and you typically are doing them annually, right? Or you just did one a month ago and you typically do them quarterly. But something has come up. There's a fire that has happened. Somebody got ill, you know what? Death of somebody, and now you have to take in their children because you're going to raise your sibling's child. Something happens. There's a fire, right? Or who got my child just got engaged and we're going to have a wedding next year. Again, it's a fire because you didn't plan for it already. And all fires don't necessarily have to be negative things. Or we just decided that we're not going to move. Instead, we're going to remodel this house, right? So before you make the decision based off of being in it, the emotions attached, the fire that's attached, the fear, the urgency, whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're doing a financial checkup with a professional because you're working off adrenaline, emotion, urgency, and all of that, where that professional is top down looking in and looking at your entire picture and saying, okay, well, let's make these adjustments and do that. Where sometimes when you're in the middle of a fire, you make decisions that wind up blowing up or fanning another flame over here, right? You can do your own checkup and also consult a professional, right? So if this is new to you, you definitely want to consult a professional. Um, and then if you're doing them quarterly, you may do them quarterly by yourself, but at least once of that one time that year, you need to consult with a professional. And here's why: we don't know what we don't know, right? And sometimes that professional will look at your situation and be able to add value, other products or services. Did you know you could dot dot dot? And again, because you're not in the industry, you don't necessarily know all of those things. Or because again, you're standing in it. And I always say, be it your business, your personal life, be it a fire or not, if you're standing in the middle of something, you can't always see all sides. You can't always see the resolution or the solution, right? So having that professional helps. Again, doesn't have to be all of the time, but you don't want to just do it yourself because the decisions that you are making are coming from your emotion, the urgency, and just the amount of knowledge that you know about a thing, right? So your own, and also consult a professional, review your finances on your own to stay on top of day-to-day management, right? And then that meeting with that professional, that's going to be able to give expert guidance on complex and not complex issues, right? Again, because when you're standing in the middle of something, you can't always see the resolution or the solution. And so that expert can help you with that, can bring new ideas, can even bring referral, refer you out to somebody for whatever the fire is and you need it. I had someone who we did a strategy, and one of the things that she needed for the house was cutting down these really two big trees. Well, she didn't have the money to cut down these really two big trees, these two huge trees, to cut them all the way down. But the branches are over the roof. And I said, well, let's get you somebody who can come trim them to get you through this winter. And then for you to be able to decide next year, if you're going to keep this house, if you're going to sell this house, what are you going to do? So I was able to refer her to a lumberjack, to a couple lumberjacks, right? So talking with that professional will definitely help in whatever your situation is. Okay. So do me a favor. Think about your finances. When is the last time you did a deep dive or any type of dive into your finances to assess goals, debts, investments, anything else? Are you on the right track for what you want to accomplish in life and how you want to live the rest of your life from this day forward? And where do you believe you could use some assistance? Now go get the assistance. Okay. And so when we talk about that 2053 prediction of Blacks having zero wealth, getting your financial house in order is how we ensure that that prediction doesn't become a reality. What is your plan to get your house in order to avoid this prediction? Regular financial checkups can help, right? So 2053, 29 years away. You cannot wait until 2050 to 2040 to 2030 to start working on your finances. You got to start today because waiting, just think about waiting to repair, to build, to fix, to have a plan. Just think about how that will negatively impact you today, tomorrow, in retirement. How will it negatively impact your children? How will it waiting? How will it negatively impact your family and the next generations that follow? And so we talk about breaking those generational curses, right? And if the curse is going to start with you, then the new system of success must start with you. You have to get the tools in order to create those new systems of success and pass down that generational wealth and knowledge, right? So, what is my favorite thing for today? Financial checkups. Those financial checkups, I'm telling you, they will save you time, energy, frustration. They will save you money. They will help you with your plan. They will they will help you make the right decision, right? Because I'm not gonna make a decision for you, but I'm gonna help you see what certain decisions, what those outcomes can be, the positives, the pros, and the cons, so that you can make the right decision for you. I'm telling you, those the health checkups, I mean the financial checkups, they're just invaluable. So that is my favorite thing for today. The link to schedule strategy sessions, checkups, whatever, all of that is below in the description. Check on that. Make sure you get the right one that you need. Get your checkup today. Don't wait. Someone said the other day that procrastination is really a product of fear, right? And so often I talk to people and they are like, I'm just scared to look at my finances. So having someone look at them with you and to hold your hand helps to take away some of the fear, the anxiety, um, the negative emotion that might be attached to it. So that's another reason why those checkups are so important. Okay. So we all know. And life itself is about elevation. And I always talk about taking one step at a time. You can't stand at the bottom of the steps and think that you're just going to jump straight to the landing. It's a process. Now, you might be able to take 2 steps at a time, but taking 5 and 6 steps at a time, most people can't do that. So, what if you just locked in 6 to 9 months, right? 6 to 9 months because it's a process. Let's just say 3 to 9 months. It's a process. What if you locked in to the process? What if you locked in and said, you know what? Yeah, I really want to change my financial landscape. I really want to make sure that I can live the rest of my life the way that I want to live the rest of my life. I really want to make sure that my children are set up. I really want to make sure that, 10 generations deep, that we have a plan to pass on generation to generation. I really want to build generational wealth and pass down generational wealth. I really want to fill in the blank. What if you say, yeah, and so because I want that, I'm going to tap in. I'm going to tap in, I'm going to check in, and I'm going to lock in for 3 to 9 months. I promise you it'll change your life forever. change your life forever, and it will change, if done correctly, will change the lives of the next 10 generations. And deeper, because they will then carry that on. So let's elevate. It's time for elevation. I promise you it will be worth it. So what is your homework? What are those next steps, right? Part of the lock-in. Look at your finances in detail. I mean, really look at your finances. Most people, when I talk to them, they've never just done a deep dive in their finances. Look at them in detail. Do a deep dive. Look at the debt. Look at the credit. Look at what's in savings, what's in your 401k. Look at all of these things. Do a deep dive. What do you see? Right? Look at the life insurance. Look at the powers of attorney. Look at the wills, the trust. Do a deep dive. And then ask yourself, are you where you want to be financially? And if the answer is no, schedule a checkup. Like, it really is just that easy. It's not, oh, well, I need to think about it. No, what are you thinking about? Right? You are not where you just said. If you're not where you want to be, if you're where you want to be financially, bravo, and I applaud you. Because this doesn't have anything to do with how much money you make, right? I work with people that make a lot of money, but they are not where they want to be financially. It's because they don't have a plan. They don't have a system. They don't have, they don't have a financial system of success. They don't have a plan. There's things that they don't know. They've been surviving, right? And they surviving better than others, but they're still surviving because they don't have the plan in place. They don't know how they're going to retire. They don't have a plan for their children. They're not teaching their children the things because they don't know how to teach them the things, because they're just surviving. They make good money, but they're just going through the motions. It's no reason for you to do that, right? So schedule your financial checkup today. Again, all of that is in the description below. So hopefully the information that I share is helpful. You have some aha moments. You start to think in different ways that you didn't think about before. And if any of that is happening, subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on so that you don't miss a training here Monday through Thursday. I was not here yesterday, but typically Monday through Thursday, I am here at 12 noon. And if you are in need of any type of personal and or business strategy, again, let's talk about it. Plus the checkups, the financial checkups on the personal side and on the business side. And those strategy sessions those links are all below in the description. Okay. And always remember, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace for the things that you didn't know, for the things that you messed up, for the things that you didn't do. Give yourself some grace and keep striving for your next level. You are not in competition with anybody else. This isn't about anybody else but you. It is about you. What are you going to do to get to your next level? Never give up on you. And always invest in you. It is the best investment that you will ever make. And I promise you, you will never, ever regret it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am Crystal L. Gunn, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your time. Be sure to join me for the private online Q&A immediately following. The link is in the description. And if you haven't done so already, please be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so you never miss this opportunity. Thank you again, and I will see you on the other side.